Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Refresh Yoga. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm trying a new setup this morning, so I hope that everything is clear. And sometimes when you try a new setup at the last minute, it's not a good idea. So I hope that you can see me. I'm going to make it a little bit brighter maybe. Oh, that's better. And so for today's class, we're going to be doing some sun salutations. And usually you don't see my skeleton Mark over there, but today you do see him. And we're going to do some sun salutations. And what I like to invite you to have available is a couple of yoga blocks if you have any issues with reaching the floor when you bend forward. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can use a couple of books or just bend your knees and reach for the floor. It's not a big deal, really. Just do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. The class is not super vigorous, but we will be doing sun salutations. If you aren't used to them, I'll talk you through it and help you practice in a way that's comfortable for you, even if you have a stiff body. A couple of weeks ago, I demonstrated how to do sun salutations with a chair. We won't be doing the chair version today, but I will help you through any easy versions that you may need. So it's a very sort of invigorating practice to make you feel good and wake you up first thing in the morning. Although it's first thing in the morning here in Hawaii, and it may not be where you are first thing in the morning, but still, this will be a valuable practice for you. So we'll start standing. Oh, good. You can see my head. I'm going to pull my mat back just a little bit more, just in case, because sometimes there's a bit of an illusion of what you can and cannot see. So you want to have, the reason why you'll need a couple of yoga blocks is if you're tight and you have a hard time touching the floor, you can put your hands on the blocks. And I think my head's cut off, so I'm going to raise the camera just a bit. It also gives anyone else a chance to join in, so I'm pretty sure my head was cut off there. Yeah, we'll try that. That's better. All right, so come to the front. First, before you do any of that, we're going to start off with a lymphatic warm-up. And so what I invite you to do is set your feet about shoulder width apart, bend your knees, and begin to tap your heels on the floor. Keep your knees soft, and as you tap your heels on the floor, it creates a full body vibration throughout the body that stimulates the movement of the lymphatic fluid. You have your lymphatic vessels, your lymphatic system is a part of your immune system throughout your body, and your lymphatic vessels move lymph throughout the body. And the heart, your lymphatic vessels run parallel to your blood vessels. Your blood vessels have your heart to push the blood throughout your body, but your lymph doesn't have a major pump like that. It's movement that moves lymph. So you can even, if you have strong feet, and you can do little jumps, let your shoulders go up and down. Otherwise, keep your knees bent and just pop your heels along the floor. Just take some deep breaths in and out through your nose. And even stop bouncing and let your shoulders come up and down. And take your right arm and create a little scrubbing action on the left side of your neck, and then rub towards your heart, because we want to stimulate the flow of movement towards your heart. And that's the left side. And then bring your fingertips to your sternum and do a little scrubbing action. You have lots of lymph nodes in the thoracic area, in the chest. Breathe. Under the collarbone. Take your arms overhead and shake your fingers, shake your wrists and your arms. Take deep breaths because your breathing moves the lymphatic fluid as well. Let's turn your toes out to about 45 degrees and then twist. And as you twist, let your heels pop up. So as you twist to the left, let your right heel pop up. Twist to the right, let your left heel pop up. Big breaths in and out. As you breathe, your diaphragm moves down into the abdominal cavity and picks up lymphatic fluid. And as you exhale, it draws that lymphatic fluid up through a vacuumous action towards the heart. So even your deep breathing moves lymph. I like doing this lymphatic warm-up, even if I don't do any morning exercise, just doing the lymphatic work wakes you up, gets you going. And then shake that out. If you have a towel or a yoga strap, this is a good time to get it. I'm going to use a yoga strap, but you can easily use a hand towel. Hold on to the towel behind your back at about shoulder width, fingertips pointing towards your body. Bend your knees a little bit to start. Now lift your arms up as you inhale. And as you exhale, bend your knees and bend forward. And keep your knees bent a lot. So you're literally squeezing into the groin area, pressing your torso towards your thighs, hopefully. Inhale your way up. Lift and open the chest. Exhale, bend your knees a lot and bend forward. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, bend your knees, bend forward again. See if you can bend your knees enough to get your abdominals pressing against your thighs. Breathe in. And exhale. One more time. Exhale, knees bend. Bend forward. You want your knees to be bent forward because you have clusters of lymph nodes in the groin area. And we're bringing some pressure, squeezing into those lymph clusters in the groin, at the hips, the fold of the hips. And the inverting of the body helps as you stretch and create a pumping action at the armpits as well. Put your strap down. Now tap your groin here with your fist, lightly with your fist. And so I'd like you to visualize in your mind that you have like little bunches of grapes in your groins, little sprinklings of them, like your lymph nodes, and you're just coaxing that lymphatic fluid from being gathered there and getting it to move up towards your heart. Now I want you to put your fist here in the groin, and you'll take a deep breath in, bend your knees and give it a squeeze, like you're squeezing grape juice from the grapes. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, squeeze those bunches of grapes right in the groin. Now while you're here, make some circles with your fists, giving a little massage through that whole groin area. And breathe while you're here. And then come on up. And tapping into the lower back with your fists lightly. And then bring your body between those two yoga blocks if you have them. I'm going to use them. But again, if you can't touch the floor easily, the blocks help. But if you don't have them, just bend your knees and reach for the floor. Bring your palms together. Take a full breath in. Om, Hari, Om for one set. Deep breath in. We'll do it again for those of you who are new to it. Breathe in. Hari Om. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, bend your knees, bend forward, hands to the floor or the yoga blocks. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, lift your chest, come up halfway. And exhale, bend forward, step your right leg back into a low lunge, put your knees down on the floor. So to start, we'll just keep our hands down as we lunge forward. Pull your shoulders back, open up your chest, and with your eyes, look up. And then exhale, come on down. If you have blocks, moving forward, downward dog. Lift your hips up in the air and press one heel down and then the other. So just become familiar with what your hamstrings and your calves feel like this morning. Take a deep breath in. And then set your knees down on the floor. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale for cat stretch, eyes forward, tail up. And exhale, tucking around your back, look down towards your thighs. Inhale, pull your shoulders down, look forward. And exhale. As you inhale, perhaps you feel a big stretch across your chest and your belly, maybe. And on the exhale, round the spine. Lift your back like a Halloween cap. One more time. Now tuck your toes, lift up into downward dog once again. Now lift your heels up towards the sky. Bend your knees and press your hips back. Press your hands into the floor. And take 2 deep breaths here. And I'm just going to walk through the movements and not look too much. I'll look at the camera just to make sure you can see me. But since I don't have students to look at, I'm just going to talk you through the movements. Now knees down, hips back. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Now press your palms down and exhale. Pull your chest forward between your hands. Come to the floor. Slide your hands forward. Inhale to a baby cobra. Exhale, come down and lift both legs up. So your head is down, but your legs lift. Take a breath. Now exhale, lower the legs. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, chest down, legs float up. Legs down, inhale, cobra. Exhale, chest down, legs up. Now slide your hands back, press up to your knees, and come into downward dog again. Reach your heels toward the earth if that feels good for you. Now, if you've done silent salutations before, we'll do some slightly different variations, different things with it. So I invite you to explore with the movement in your body. Bend your knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. And the back knee is down. Pull your shoulders back, reach your chest forward. Breathe in. Perhaps you squeeze that left buttock for some support through your pelvis. These are just suggestions. Breathe in. Now first, look down. Exhale, step forward. So when I give you these instructions like head up, look down, I'm helping to guide you through letting your head and neck and eyes go through the movement together. And see if that makes a difference in the way your neck feels when you're done with your round associated to the side. Now, bend your knees, reach your arms forward, and come up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause for a breath. Om, Hari Om. Breathe in. Om, Hari Om. Inhale, reach up. Open your palms. You can look at your hands if you like. Exhale, bend forward. Hands to the floor or blocks. Left leg back to a low lunge. Shoulders pull back. Breathe in. And exhale to downward dog. Now lift your right leg in the air and shake your leg just like we were shaking earlier, moving lymphatic fluid. So you're moving lymphatic fluid from your ankles, your knees, and your pelvis towards your heart. Now if doing your one-legged dog shaking is too much for you, so we're going to move to the other leg. If you want, you can put your knees down and shake your leg. Your choice. Just have the leg high enough that you're moving the lymphatic fluid from the legs toward the pelvis, toward the heart. And put the knees down, the feet down. Take a breath in. Knees down, hips back. Stretch your palms forward, breathe in. Exhale, press your hands down and literally pull forward. Slide the hands forward, inhale, cobra. Exhale, both legs come up, chest down. Inhale, like a little rocking horse. Exhale. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, legs up, chest down. Slide the hands back, downward dog. So anytime we're in downward dog, if that's too difficult for you right now or you don't feel up for it, just put your knees down on the floor. You can even go into child's pose instead. You can choose what variations you do for your body. Breath here. Now bend your knees, sit back into the heels, breathe in. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Perhaps you come to your fingertips, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, head drops, step forward. So you're looking between your legs. Breathe here. Bend your knees, reach forward to rise up. Hands to the heart. Pause and breathe. For the next 2 rounds of Salute to the Sun, we'll start with the Gauranga mantra. Gauranga. Full breath in. Gauranga. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale. Right leg back. Knee down. You can have your hands down or reach them up. Inhale, it's up to you. Exhale, downward dog. I'll always give you options, but it's your choice. Lower your knees to the floor. Bring your hands under your shoulders, and actually take your left hand just off your yoga mat. Reach your right arm underneath, palm up. Turn your head to the left. Press your left palm down, press the right arm into the floor and breathe. Perhaps you can feel the rib cage moving when you inhale and exhale. Now press down through the left hand and come up, and you'll switch sides. Put the right hand just outside the yoga mat and stretch the left arm underneath, palm up. Press down through the palm, Press down through the back of the left arm. Take your torso into a twist. The breath is full and deep. Can you challenge yourself to breathe in and out through your nose only? At the very least, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Now press down through the right hand and return to downward dog. Actually, child's pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, come forward. This time, stretch your arms back and interlace your fingers. If you're not able to interlace your fingers, put a towel or a strap behind you and hold on to it. Press your feet down, press your legs down. Inhale, lift your chest, stretch back towards your feet with your hands. Breathe. Another breath. Put the strap down if you're holding one. Pause. Bring the hands forward, push up into downward dog. So push to your knees and press your hips back. Once again, raise your right leg out, up and shake. 3 deep breaths. Switch legs. Remember, if you like, you can lower your knees to the floor. Raise your left leg, 3 breaths. Now bend your knees, take a breath in. Exhale, right foot steps forward between your hands. Low lunge. You can raise the arms or not. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, head down, step forward. Bend your knees, reach forward to rise up. Hands to the heart. Steady breath. Breathe in and out through your nose so that you feel your heart rate start to come down if it was elevated. Goranga. Breathe in. Inhale, reach up and back. Open your palms. You can look forward or up. Exhale. Forward. Left leg back. Low lunge. Hands can stay down or come up with an inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, knees down, hips back. Exhale, pull your body forward. Either hold a towel, yoga strap, or interlace your fingers. Roll the shoulders back, press the tops of the feet down. Exhale the pubic bone down towards the earth. Inhale for cobra stretch. 3 breaths. Come down and pause. Take a breath. Palms down, push up to your knees to downward dog. Now you can keep your hands where they are. If you'd like to play a little bit with some twisting, press your left palm down and reach your right hand to your left ankle. There was a time when, I'm not going to be presumptuous that you can do this, because there was a time when I couldn't do it and I thought the teacher was crazy for asking me to. I thought, what? How am I supposed to lift up a hand and reach for my opposite ankle? But I think it was more of a brain thing, a nervous system thing. Switch, put the right hand down, and then reach for the right ankle with the left hand. And breathe. Maybe you look under your right arm. Push your right hand into the mat. Both hands down. Knees down, hips back. Inhale. Stretch your arms forward. Exhale, come forward. Now this time, arms are beside you. Palms face your body. Bend your knees. Lift your chest and your thighs up off the floor. Reach back towards your legs. So it's like you're doing a boat or bow, but we're not holding on to our ankles, just reaching back. Lift your thighs up off the floor as best you can and breathe. Come down. Turn your head to the left. So we'll do that pose again. If you're comfortable with holding your ankles, you can do so. Otherwise, repeat what we just did without holding the ankles. Look down. Bend your knees. If it's easy for you, don't struggle, because this practice isn't about struggling. If it's easy for you, grab a hold of your ankles. You can even flex the ankles. Press your pelvis down, squeeze your buttocks. Inhale. Lift your chest and reach your ankles away from your head. Breathe to your belly. Release. Hands to the floor. Press up to your knees. Downward dog. Remember, at any point, you can stay in child's pose and rest. Take a breath. Pick up your heels, bend your knees. Inhale. Exhale, right foot between your hands. Just push forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, look down, hands down. Step forward. Keep your head down. Stay in the forward fold if you like. Bend your knees, reach forward to rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Steady the breath. Nitai Gor. Deep breath in. Nitai Gor. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, bow forward. Left leg back, low lunge. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale to downward dog. Knees down, hips back. Exhale, come forward. Chin to the floor, chest to the floor. We'll do the easy bow first. Just bend the knees, reach your arms beside your body. And inhale, lift your chest and your legs toward the sky. Now come down, turn your head to the right. Take a breath. practice the more regular version of the pose by holding onto the ankles, or you can continue with that easier version. Both are beneficial. Bend your knees. If you like, you can hold your ankles, press your pelvis down. Exhale. Now inhale, pull your legs away from your chest. And exhale once you're up there. 3 breaths. Lift your thighs up. And come down. Pause. Take a breath. Bring your hands flat to the floor. Press up to your knees and then to downward dog. Let the head hang. Just raise the right leg in the air if you like. And if that's too much for you, put your left knee on the floor and reach your right leg straight back. Practice the pose that's where you can breathe and stay steady and focused without the struggle. When you can practice free of struggle, the class or your session feels good as opposed to hard and painful. Bring your right leg down and raise your left leg in the air and breathe. When something is hard and painful and is an amazing push, for many of us, it would be difficult to stay steady with it. So it's always up to us to find a way to practice that actually feels good. Lower the leg. Bend your knees. Take a breath in. Exhale the left foot forward. Hands can stay down or inhale up. Exhale, hands down, head down. Step forward. Allow your head to hang. Bring your chin towards your chest. Your knees can be bent or straight, up to you. Bend your knees, reach forward to come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause. Nitai Gor. Deep breath in. Nitai Gor. Turn to the side on your mat for triangle pose. I want you to turn your left foot out and your right foot in. And so bring your hands to your hips and begin to level the hips. So if your right hip is up higher, see if you can level them out so they're on the same level. Look at your feet. Your left heel can align with your right arch if that feels good for your hip alignment. But if your knees feel uncomfortable, you may need to readjust a little. Stretch your arms out. We'll use our eyes to help us in the pose. So with your eyes, turn to your right hand and gaze at your right fingertips. Your whole head turns. But if your neck hurts, perhaps the eyes turn more than the head. Breathe in. Keep looking at that hand. Exhale, push your hips to the right and lower your left hand to your shin or your ankle or lower, whatever's comfortable. Press your feet down. Feel your left thigh become very active and the knee become firm. Take a breath in. Turn your gaze forward. You can leave your arm up or reach your arm alongside your ear, your choice. Feel your belly draw in when you exhale. Now keep reaching through that right arm and turn your torso towards your left leg. Bend your left knee and put your hands on the floor for a downward dog. So now you're on the back end of your mat. knees to the floor. Bring your wrist under your shoulders for tiger pose. Raise your right leg back, bend the knee and lift your leg up. Arch your back. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine, forehead to knee. My forehead doesn't touch. I don't expect yours to, but it might. Inhale, stretch back, leg up. Exhale. Just bring the forehead toward the knee. Breathe in. And exhale. One more. Now hold the knee towards the forehead, round the spine. Take a breath in and out. Set that knee down. We'll switch sides. Left leg, inhale, leg up, eyes up. Exhale, round. And you're just doing 4. One more time. Now exhale, forehead towards the knee. Take a breath in and out. Knee down. Downward dog. Inhale. Stay here to exhale. Now pick up your heels, bend your knees, inhaling, and exhale the right foot between your hands. Knee down, left knee down, inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Now interlace your fingers behind your head and tuck your chin towards your collarbone. This might feel good on the back of your neck. If it doesn't feel good, by all means, do not do it. Just let your head go. Release your head, bend your knees, reach forward, inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Pause here. Tagore. Deep breath in. Ni Tagore. Turn to the front, to the side of your mat. Turn your right foot out and your left foot in slightly. Now, if you look at your knees are rolling in, see if you can activate your quadricep and feel your kneecaps lift out, and then take that thigh, both of them, into an external rotation. Just activate these muscles and press down through the feet so you feel very stable in your base. Level out the hips. If the right hip is dropping, bring it up a little to match the left. Arms out. Eyes gaze at your left hand. And keep the eyes on that hand. Take a breath in. And then exhale, shift the hips. Don't take the eyes off the hand. Shift the right hand to the shin, or the ankle, or the floor, or a yoga block, whatever you need. Breathe. Press your right hand against your leg and stretch your chest that way, towards your forehead. Now look forward, breathe in. Then exhale, take this top arm alongside your ear if that feels good for you. Otherwise, it's okay to keep your arm up. Breathe. Now bend your right knee and bring your fingers to the floor for downward dog. Let the head go. Bend your knees. Breathe in. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Arms up, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Stay in your forward fold. Let your head go. Bend bend your knees, reach forward to rise up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Ni Tagore. Deep breath in. Ni Tagore. Now for the lower dantian breathing, place your hands below the belly button, one hand on top of the other. Soften your knees. And begin to breathe, to feel the space below your hands expand on the inhale and draw in on the exhale. Visualize that you have an orange globe below the belly button, behind your hands. As you inhale, that globe expands and fills up your pelvic cavity. And on the exhale, that globe gets smaller. And as you breathe, perhaps the heat and warmth of that orange globe begins to fill up your entire body. As you inhale, the heat travels down your legs. And on the exhale, maybe some of that heat pulls up towards the heart. Might start to get warm. Legs may start to feel warmer. You may begin to feel some warmth upper in the belly, in the higher parts of the abdomen and into the chest. Today's class will conclude with Kirtan. You're always welcome to lay down if you like, but I invite you to party a little bit with me. Dance, chant, we'll practice some Kirtan, call and response. Release your hands, rub your palms together. Rub your hands on your face, scrub your scalp, and I invite you to join me and my husband. So I open the magic door, and in steps the guitar player. So in Kirtan, it's a call and response. Janapati will lead, I will follow, and I invite you to join me in the following. And before we start, we'll offer our respects to our spiritual teachers who gave us this amazing process. Feel free to join, dance, get up, move around.
Chaitanya, Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda,
Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda,
Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda,
Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda,
Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda,
Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda,
Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda,
Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda,
Haribo, Nitagore, Nitagore, Haribo,
Haribo, Nitagore, Nitagore, Haribo, 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 Haribo. Wow, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. It was fantastic. I hope that you feel as good as I do. Thank you, and have a wonderful day, and yeah, Happy New Year. All right.